What's up, guys? Welcome to Bet the Day for May 23rd. Hope everyone is doing well and hope everyone is ready to make some money. We are live here on YouTube. We're live on TikTok. We're rolling here. Got a bunch of comments rolling in already. Matthew Veltman, how we doing? Start of a new week. Yes, it is. What's going on, Tanner? We're doing good here. We're doing good at the channel, man. Doing good at the page. Ready to win some money today. Should be a good day. We got really good basketball. We got the Boston Celtics in a must-win game tonight. I know it's not must-win, meaning they're going to be sent home, but this is a must-win game. The Mavs did not look good. I don't know why I bet the Mavs yesterday based on what we saw. The Warriors are a much better team. We saw that. And again, we can really break this game down, but yeah, it was the third quarter. The third quarter, again, I think they were outscored 30-21. You can't come out of the half and not perform against the Warriors. They're going to put you away. Bottom line is, if you don't show up early and then you don't show up in the third quarter, the lead just grows, right? And the Warriors came to play last night. That's what it came down to. Think Celtics win if Rob or Smart don't play. I think it's going to be hard for them, but I do think the Celtics win. I think the Celtics win and cover. I think they win by a lot tonight. And I'm not being a biased fan here. I think that's what's going to happen tonight. That's what I'm professing is going to happen, because you know what? The bottom line is they turn the ball over, 23 times? You don't turn the ball over 23 times, you're going to be okay. And then they only lost by 9 points, right? That's what it was, or 6 points, whatever. Let me see what the score was that last game. I'm trying to put that one out of my mind here. But 6 points. So bottom line is you don't turn the ball over like that. Jason Tatum has a little better of a night. You're going to win that game easily. And you're going to cover in that game as well. So that's what we're going with today for the Celtics, but that should be no surprise, guys. We're going to get that going here in a minute. Let's recap these games. Let's talk a little bit about subscribing to our YouTube channel. If you're on TikTok, watch on TikTok, come over to YouTube. Please subscribe if you're on YouTube. Go over to TikTok. Follow us there if you're on TikTok. Check out our Discord, guys. Discord is the number one place to interact with me every day, get my picks, talk to our community, get their picks. And we have a lot of great people in that community, a lot of great insight, and they're totally free. So make sure you join that. And check out our merch, guys. We have merch coming, 3 Team Parlay Sports merch, Bet the Day merch, all that good stuff, guys. That is all in the description below on YouTube. It's in the bio on TikTok. So let's get into it for today. It's going to be a great day, guys. It's going to be a great day. Bet the Day for me, 23rd. Got some comments rolling in here. Kleber lost confidence in his shot. He was passing up open shots, and Reggie Bullock shot 0 for 10 from the field and 0 for 7 from three-point. I mean, that's what it came down to. That's 100% what it came down to. It was we look at this game. What have we said about the Mavericks the whole time? The team needs to step up. The team needs to play. It's all about the team. It can't be the Luka Doncic show. As much as we love the Luka show, it doesn't work against a really good team like the Golden State Warriors. Valley finds 182. I need to win today. Rough past couple days. That's sports betting, man. But you know what? Today presents another opportunity to win some money. The one thing I'll recommend for you guys too, if you're having really bad streaks, don't go all in saying, hey, I got to make it all back today. Just be better today. Finish green today. Finish green tomorrow. That's the goal every day. Be better every single day. Don't say, hey, I got to put a parlay together that's going to win big and, make me 10 times my money that I've already lost. Say, hey, I'm going to be in the green today. Let me play in the green today. That's the mindset for me, at least. Got a comment here on YouTube. Catherine Seville. How you doing, Kathy? How you doing? It's a great day. Kathy, I see you're posting some winning tickets over in the Discord. Come on now. I love that. Austin coming in here on YouTube. Good morning. How's it going? My Warriors and Lightning are doing really good. I'm so happy to say that. Lightning will finish out that series easily. Warriors should finish out that series pretty easily too, guys. I mean, the Mavs, I think, are dead in the water. I think the Mavs could win one game. That's going to be a really interesting bet tomorrow. I don't know how I'm going to play that. We're not even thinking about that right now. But it should be interesting. I wonder if the Mavs are going to roll over and die, or they're going to fight in probably the last time that the fans see them at the American Airlines Center this year. Luka needs help. He plays through the last seconds of the game. The rest of the team just quits. And they quit, but at the same time too, they're not good. I mean, that's why Luka is so special. That's why I say it on here every day. Luka's the best player in the NBA right now, because he has no supporting cast and he's doing things that people can't do with a supporting cast. Can you imagine how they would look if they added Paul George or Jimmy Butler? They'd be really, really good. If Luka had one more guy, I bet Mark Cuban's going to go out and pay the money to find that guy in the offseason, whoever that is. And you better hope it's not James Harden. You better hope they don't bring James Harden there saying, hey, Luka's good. We'll have a supporting cast with James Harden. He should be okay as a supporting role player. And honestly, James Harden would make that team better, even though James Harden sucks. But, you better hope it's not James Harden if you're a Mavs fan. Panthers money line. Panthers money line today, I debated that 100%. But I'm just going to go with the Lightning. I think they finish off the series at home. We need Jokic in Dallas, 100%. But you know what? Jokic is not leaving his current location. I mean, Jokic is one of the best players in the NBA. And they need to do whatever it takes to retain Spencer Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie was a dog last night, man. He stepped up. He had 30-something, 30 points last night? 20? Let's see what Dinwiddie had. Dinwiddie 26 off the bench. So, yeah, really good night for him. Best bet today. We'll have a few best bets. I got to recap these games before I get my best bet. Here's my best bet. Celtics freaking money line. Lock it up. Celtics -7. And by the way, I think Celtics being a 7-point favorite just shows that Vegas has disrespected the Miami Heat so much. Tatum over 6.5 rebounds if no Rob tonight. He had 6 last game going. The 4th didn't hit. We'll talk about the Celtics game here in a minute, but let's finish breaking down this Mavericks game. I know there's not really much to break down because it's pretty much over. But, you know, Mavericks were 40% from the field. Golden State was 47% from the field. They were terrible from three-point line. They were out-rebounded 47-33, and Golden State had 7 more offensive rebounds. Like, guys, when you really break these games down, when it really comes to it, when you look at these critical stats, offensive rebounds, shooting percentage, like it's not rocket science. The team that shoots better and grabs more rebounds wins the game usually. Now, the Warriors dominated in the paint. Steph Curry had 31. That was the one guy that you could not let beat you, because if Steph had 31, that still meant that everyone else was going to play well. So Steph had 31. Thompson had 19. Andrew Wiggins, 27 points, 11 rebounds. He was sensational. Like, you can't let a guy like Andrew Wiggins come in and do that to you if you expect to win a game when Luka's your only guy. When Luka's your only guy really playing well. I mean, I know you had Dinwiddie off the bench, obviously. I know you had Jalen Brunson dropping 20, but, you know, Luka had 40, Brunson had 20. That's 60 points. Okay, now we got Dinwiddie scoring 26. Powell had 3. Finney-Smith had 9. And then you had Reggie Bullock scoring 0, 0 for 10 from the field, 0 for 7 from three-point land. Like, that's just not winning basketball there by any means. And it's the reason that the Mavericks will not be advancing in the postseason. And granted, you know, I said this about the Red Sox last year. The Red Sox were not built to be an ALCS team last year. They weren't built to be really a couple wins away from the World Series. They weren't. The team was not there. They played a lot better than they were. They had a few guys step up, like the Kyle Schwarber move was huge, right? But that team should never have been in that spot. This is what I'll say about the Mavericks. This team should not be here. Luka Doncic has carried them all the way here because they don't have a team that can support him when it comes down to it. All right, Boston winning today. Yes, they are. Also, the crowd was dead basically the whole game. You can't blame the crowd either. It's like, what are they going to cheer about? You know, what are you going to cheer about? There's nothing to cheer about. You're getting your ass kicked. You know, I mean, the crowd. Here's when the crowd makes a difference. Tatum did get hurt, but he's back. He came back in last game. You know, the crowd makes a difference when you're rolling. Like when the momentum's in hockey, for example, if you score something, if you go up in a game, the crowd's going to get into it, right? And then they feed off that. But if you're down an entire game in basketball, like, the crowd can't really come back into it. I mean, there were points last night where the crowd got excited when they cut the lead to a slim number, but the third quarter has been the biggest problem for the Dallas Mavericks here. I mean, they were outscored by 9 points in this third quarter. We know what happened in the last third quarter. They were outscored by 1,000,000-1. Like, that just can't happen, you know? Let's see here. Smart doesn't play. Celtics will win. Yes, I think Smart's going to play tonight. Is Jimmy Buckets playing? Yes, he is. Avalanche, easy. I have the Avalanche puck line tonight. We'll talk about that in a minute. Bozo, Celtics fan. And you know what, guys? And you guys can defend me on here, too, when we get these stupid comments from people. Bozo, Celtics fans, like, guys, I bet against the Celtics last game. I said they were – I didn't say – I thought they would win money line, but I took the T to plus 6.5. Come on now. I bet against the team all the time. So, yeah, basically bottom line is Mavericks, they're done. You know, it's just not. They're done. They're dead in the water. It's over. I think they could compete in the next game tomorrow. I think they could. I think they could step up and do something. But at the same time, it's probably over for them. Who knows? Maybe they'll be the first team to ever come back 3-0 in basketball. I don't think that's ever been done before. But probably not. Astros or Guardians. We'll talk baseball here in a minute. I'm going to go with the Astros though. Who will the Lightning play once they win? Well, let me see. So Lightning will play. I gotta think the Rangers. I think the Rangers can come back in that series. But again, you know, we'll see. So they'll play the winner of the Rangers and the Hurricanes. I do like the Rangers to come back, but the problem is that is a home ice series, and Carolina has home ice. I think that one goes 7 based on what we saw last night from the Rangers. You know, Igor was sensational. You having a black screen for a profile picture with you saying, dude, oh, that's yeah, there you go. You're talking Matthew Veltman defending me against the Celtics hater. Like, guys, I'm a Celtics fan. I love the Celtics. I want to see them win tonight, but, you know, overall, I mean, I'll bet against them any day. Yeah, so they'll play the winner of the Hurricanes Rangers in the Eastern Conference Final. And then Avalanche Blues will play the winner of Calgary and Edmonton for the West. And then, winner plays in the Stanley Cup. So we'll see what happens there. So yeah, that's anything else to say about that basketball game? I don't think so. What's up, Sharky? How we doing, Sharky? Sharky, you winning money? How you doing, Sharky? Lucas sucks. No, I'm kidding. Luka does not suck. Luka's the best player in the league, but his team sucks, and it's sad to see. It's sad to see Luka's on such a bad team that can't get him to the promised land. But you know what? I have faith in a guy like Mark Cuban that he's going to see what happened in this series, and he's going to go out and say, "Hey, I need to go get a big name guy. I need to pay a big name guy to help Luka because overall he has no help." Right there you go, Sharky. For Heat Celtics, we'll break down Heat Celtics here in a minute. Let me just finish getting through these. We'll be quick through the recap, guys. I know everyone wants to. Nobody likes the recap. We were 3-3 yesterday, though. Not a great day. Of course I got MLB picks, guys. Of course I do, guys. We do those at the end, though. I don't love the MLB slate today, but there are a few games that I think are okay. Okay, so Panthers Lightning yesterday. We had Lightning money line. Obviously, that was easy. Andrei Vasilevsky is playing sensational. He was not good in the Penguins series, but now he's bouncing back. He's playing like a freaking machine. He was great. Jonathan Huberdeau only had 1 shot on goal. That's not good enough. Alexander Barkov had 6 shots on goal, but Vasilevsky's so locked in right now, it doesn't matter. This Lightning team's going to roll. And, I was thinking about going with the Panthers tonight. I am going to take the Lightning just because it's like they're at home. They got a chance to close out the series. They're playing much better hockey right now. Steven Stamkos is scoring goals like crazy. They won the shot battle. Come on now. Let's ride with it. Who's turned into a fade? I've turned into a fade god? What's up? What do you mean I've turned into a fade god? How have I turned into a fade god? And if I'm a fade god, that's good because I'll have 300,000 followers on TikTok before you know it, like Big Daddy Trent. Book it with Trent. So we got that there, Lightning, and then Hurricanes versus Rangers. I took Rangers money line last night. That hit obviously, so we won both hockey bets. If you would have faded me, you would have lost both of them. There you go. Rangers money line. Igor was fantastic. He made 43 saves, 44 shots. Just unreal performance out of him. Chris Kreider actually produced a little bit, which is what we said needed to happen. New York, Madison Square Garden was rocking last night, so that was big. The Hurricanes, were not bad in this game, and it's kind of what happened with the Rangers. They weren't bad when they played on the road in Carolina. They just didn't find a way to get wins. They didn't find a way to get the job done. So, two teams that are very even with great goaltending. Hurricanes are 0 for 3 on the power play. You can't do that when you go on the road and play off hockey. And that's why the Rangers got the job done. Chris Kreider contributed. You think Mets beat the Giants today, Austin? Yes, I do have the Mets beating the Giants today. I got the Mets beating the Giants. Now, Fade God, if I'm the Fade God, that'll be good. I'll get 300,000 followers. But this is one game you should have faded me in yesterday. Rays Orioles under 9.5. Wow. It's amazing there were only 13 runs scored in this game because there were 22 hits, 4 errors, and the teams combined were 8 of 43 with runners in scoring position. Imagine that being a combined 8 of 43 with runners in scoring position. Dodgers, Astros, Yankees, you can never go wrong with those 3 teams. So it's amazing there are only 13 runs scored in this game. We had Dodgers run line yesterday. They had every opportunity to cover. They were 1 of 9 with runners in scoring position. They had second and third with 1 out in extra innings, and they were up 1 already. Didn't convert there. Justin Turner flew out. I think someone struck out. I forget who it was. And then it's amazing they were. And Tony Gonsolin went 6 innings. Let's see. He gave a 1 run, 7 strikeouts. Did you see that bad bet yesterday? What bad bet? I didn't see that. Oh, that one. Dodgers run line. Yeah, bad beat. Yeah. I mean, like I was watching that Dodgers game. I'm like, oh, this is easy. They're going to cover. It's going to be great. They really needed 3 to cover. They really needed 3, but because the Phillies were going to get at least 1 with that guy in from second. So, Ryder is blocks. Got to do better, Tanner. Yeah, I mean, got to do better. Hey, we all got to do better, man. We all got to do better. Come on. We all got to do better every day. I'm trying for you guys. I wake up here, man, the people. Tanner Kern, whether he wins or loses, he's on here 7 days a week. Come on now, Ryder. Give me a little credit for that, buddy. Then we had Mets money line yesterday. They got the job done. Great pitching effort. Taijuan Walker went 7, struck out 6. 3 relievers came in, shut the door. Awesome performance out of them. So we went 1-2 in baseball. We went 2-0 in hockey, and then we lost our basketball bet. So, yeah, I mean, you probably should have faded me on the Mavericks because that was a stupid bet. I regret it 100%. You the GOAT, bro. Get my morning going. Love that, Colby. Come on now, people. Let's get it going. We'll be at TD Garden tonight doing interviews for the game. So if anyone's around there, let's get it going, Matt. I appreciate that. I love everyone on here. I love them. I love all you guys. No one. If I didn't have you guys watching, nobody would watch me. Come on now. So I really do appreciate it. Is it time to talk about the Celtics? If the Heat win tonight, I'll be shook. 100%. I will be too. Is it time to talk about the Celtics? Do we have any other questions before we get into the Celtics bet? Do we have any other questions? Because I will not answer comments unless they're around the Celtics when I talk about the Celtics right now. So if you have a question that you want me to get to before I talk about the Celtics, I'm going to give you about a minute to drop it in the comments, and then I'm going to take you to freaking church about the Boston Celtics right now. And I'm going to tell you why the Celtics will win and cover tonight. It's not rocket science, people. It's never been rocket science, okay? Celtics will win and cover tonight. Will Dallas get swept, okay? My gut says no. My gut says no. I think they will come out and fight, but again, this isn't the Eastern Conference or Western Conference semifinals. This is the Western Conference finals. Like, Golden State wants to end this quickly. I would hope they would show up. I would probably bet against them. Wow, the questions are just rolling in now. Wow. I'd probably bet against them, though. I'd probably bet on them losing, because if I bet that, I mean, I can't see them winning based on what they've done. I can't. I really can't. I see them getting swept. The Celtics are the balls. There we go. I'm going to post that clip in a little bit. Warriors sweep. Yeah, I mean, like I said, most likely. What do you think about parlay? Celtics, Yankees, Astros, Dodgers? Love it. Dodgers run line, hammer it. Problem is, value-wise, if you're playing to the straight, it's like minus 140, I think, right now. Going to be preaching the gospel about why the Celtics win. I'm going to be preaching the gospel. I'm about to take you to church, baby. Come on now. J-Rod, how we doing? How we doing, J-Rod? You ready to go? J-Rod, you ready to go to church? I'm going to take you guys to church here in a minute. Let me answer this question. John Brando, no more flu game. I do sound a lot better. No more flu game. I'm feeling good. Still a little, still not under the weather. I guess my voice is a little scratchy. We'll talk Celtics over under in a minute. We'll talk all this stuff. 6 is a lot, but I do think the C's will win. It's 7 right now, actually. 7. It's not that much, I don't think. That's how much Vegas disrespects the Miami Heat. Heat or Boston? Come on, I'm going with Boston. John Brando, no more flu game. Let's go. 100%. I'm parlaying your picks today. I want to be the next guy making $3,000 off your picks. Haha, I love that. Yeah, it's crazy. You know, like a lot of people say I suck, but like some days, like people will, like obviously I don't hit all my picks every day. Like that's nearly impossible, right? But like it's funny. You know, I'll get messages in the Discord. We're going Avs there. The under, I think I got to go over based on what I've seen in this series. The under would have hit yesterday, 109, 110, 209 FanDuel. It opened at 207.5, I believe. Blues Avs over 6.5. Yeah, I'd go over on that as well. You know, Binghamton not being out. Husso is going to be different, beat up, whatever. Husso's actually a better goaltender, but still, Binghamton's been money lately. So I guess, yeah, for my narrative, I guess I got to go under. Good picks yesterday, man. Only one I didn't tail was Mavs. There you go. Love that. That's what you had to do. That was a terrible bet on my part. But you know, it's funny. John Brando coming in here. He says, "I'm parlaying your picks today. I want to be the next guy making $3,000 off your picks." It's funny because, you know, like people tail me religiously, and I don't know who they are, and then I'll just get sent a ticket like, "Hey, man, you cashed me out today," and I'm like, "Wow, like you've been tailing me every day. That's pretty crazy." So hopefully I'm making a money if you're taking every pick and putting in a parlay every day. I don't know if I am or not, but you know, if you play them straight, you're making money. Okay. So let's see here. Let's get into it. Are you guys ready to go to church? Are you ready to go to church right now? I was in there yesterday, tailed the parlay, missed one leg with fraud Guardians, but hey, it happened. Yeah, it does. You know, the Guardians are frauds. Probably shouldn't have done that, but that's what happens. All right. Are we ready? Are we ready to go to church? Is this your best bet today? The C's are always my best bet, J-Rod. Come on now. The C's are not my best bet. No, the C's will not be my best bet. I think 7's too big of a spread in a playoff game to call it the best bet. But J-Rod's ready to go to church today. Okay. All right. J-Rod's ready to go. Let's go to church. Father Tanner. I love it. Let's go to church, Father Tanner. Alex, come in here. I'm back. New week. NHL was good yesterday. It was good. We swept NHL, so that was good. Kathy Seville. Let's go. I do. Everyone's ready to go to church. Okay. I'm going to leave up John Brando's comments. Now, hold your comments on TikTok until I am done with this rant. Hold your comments on TikTok. Now, after game 1, I did say the Celtics were going to win game 2. All right. I'm a diehard Celtics Heat fan, but Celtics win today, I believe. Okay. If you have a question right now, hold it. Don't post it until I tell you to post it, because I'm not going to get to it. I'm taking you to church right now. I only do this a couple times. I only don't answer comments a couple times. I'm taking you to church right now. There's a lot of people that said the Boston Celtics weren't going to win game 1. I kind of took you to church there, but I didn't really, and they won game 2. So here we go. Are we ready for this? Okay, people? I am taking you to church right now, so bow down and listen to me, people. Listen, bow your heads and listen right now. The Boston Celtics will win this basketball game tonight. They will cover the spread in this basketball game tonight. The Boston Celtics played terrible in the third quarter of game one. Terrible, right? Everything went wrong for them, and they still almost won the game. What happened in game two? They came back, they bounced back, and they covered the spread. Let's go to game three. The Boston Celtics started very, very slow. Very slow. All right. You can't come back when you start slow. And then on top of that, everyone started getting hurt. And they still almost crawled their way back into that basketball game. They turned the ball over 23 times, 24 times, actually. And the Heat had 33 points off those turnovers. And they only lost by 6 people. They turned the ball. They said, hey, Heat, you take the ball 24 extra possessions. 24 extra possessions. Here, take the ball. And we're gonna give you a free 33 points off those possessions. They played extremely lazy. And on top of that, you had 10 points from Jason Tatum, your franchise player, Jason Tatum. Okay, and more turnovers than I can even count. And I know you're probably gonna say, oh, Jaylen Brown, you know, he had 40 points. I don't care what Jaylen Brown did. I care what Jason Tatum did. Jason Tatum had 10 points. And there's a lot of people that say Jason Tatum isn't that guy. For damn sure, Jason Tatum is that guy. If the game's on the line for the Boston Celtics, I want Jason Tatum taking that last shot. 100%. And I'm going to tell you one thing. Do we really think Jason Tatum is going to have another 10 points tonight? Do we think Jason Tatum, who is that guy, is going to have 10 points tonight? A true test of someone's character is what happens in times of adversity. Quote that right now, put a dash next to it, and say it was said by Tanner Kern, because I just came up with that in my head right now. Jason Tatum is that guy. He is money. He's the man. He is the face of Boston basketball, and he is a bad man. And I guarantee Jason Tatum steps up big tonight. And I know it's going to cause the Celtics to cover the spread. If the Celtics don't turn the ball over 24 times, excuse me. We got to add the extra one in there. If they don't turn the ball over 24 times, and on top of that, the Heat don't score 33 points. Let's do some math here. Take your Celtics turnover margin and cut it in half. Let's give them 12 turnovers. Let's cut the Heat's points in half. Let's give them 15 points off those turnovers. What happens, people? Even with Jason Tatum saying, hey, you know what? I don't feel like playing tonight. I'll have 10 points. Come on now. Butler should be back. 100% Butler should be back. Butler should be back tonight. Jimmy B should be back. Jimmy's a bad man. But overall, what happened to this Heat team when he was off the floor? Jimmy Butler is their whole team. The Boston Celtics have Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart if he plays tonight, old man Al Horford, Robert Williams if he plays tonight. You have Peyton Pritchard off the bench. You have Grant Williams. That team right there is much better than Jimmy Butler and PJ Tucker, who one is a waste of space, Kyle Lowry, who is out of shape, 3, Gabe Vincent, who I do respect, Max Strus, who is very inconsistent. He hit some dagger shots in that last game, but he's very, very inconsistent. Okay. Victor Oladipo and Tyler Hero off the bench. I got to give them some love, but who knows what we're going to get from Tyler Hero tonight, because that man does not shoot well on the road. So I just took you to church there, and I hope that people are smart enough. I hope when we start seeing the comments roll in here in a minute, I hope people are smart enough to say, hey, the Heat got this. He did play amazing defense on Tatum. He did. He played amazing defense on Tatum. Overall, he's a waste of space, in my opinion, but he did play amazing defense on Jason Tatum. Come on now. You know what? Bad take? No, it's not a bad take. I think the amount of things PJ Tucker does good overall is lower than what he does, or is less than what he does bad. I think there's more. Listen, bottom line is he shut down Jason Tatum. He was sensational on defense. He played great that night. But the amount of games that I've seen PJ Tucker play well in the playoffs this year versus what he's played, bad, I think the bad overrides the good. Celtics need this win before they go back to Miami. And 100%, that's another reason too. They need the win. 100% they do. All right, Heat versus Warriors final. Goodbye, Celtics. No way. Hell no. Tatum over in points, no doubt. Bounces back every time. There you go. And if you tell me, if you sit here, okay, I'll give you a bad take. Maybe the PJ Tucker thing. Maybe I shouldn't say waste of space, because what he did what he did against Jason Tatum in that last game was really, really impressive. But I will say this. I'm not a hater, Terrell, I'm not a hater. I'm not a hater at all. PJ was good in the last game. I shouldn't have said that. PJ was good. He's a waste of space overall, but he was good in the last game. Is Jimmy or Tatum still injured? They're both going to play tonight. I think the biggest one to look out for is Marcus Smart, but knowing Marcus Smart came in last game after he almost broke his ankle, that's pretty impressive stuff. I think he will be in the lineup tonight. Who knows how effective he'll be? Am I a hater when it comes to PJ Tucker? I got to get a water. What PJ Tucker did was unreal. I'll give you that. Tatum over 27.5, hammer it. And that's the question I'll be asking to Celtics fans tonight outside TD Garden. I should give PJ Tucker some credit. What he did in game 3 was very, very impressive. He worked his ass off. He played hard, right? At the same time, though, I don't think much of PJ Tucker based on what I have seen from him throughout the entire playoffs. Okay, that's all I'm saying, people. But yes, did PJ Tucker do a great job? Yes, 100%. Tatum's going over 27.5 points tonight. There's no doubt about it. Jason Tatum is my guy. He's my guy. He's Boston's guy. And here's what I'll say. We all talk about the narrative every day. We're not answering baseball questions right now. Baseball questions, no. But Boston money line, yes, for the Celtics. Here's my narrative. My narrative is that the Celtics cover the spread, meaning Jason Tatum needs to play well. And I'm not going to say, hey, I'm never the guy that says I guarantee something, because you know what? Who the hell knows? Who the hell knows what's going to happen, honestly? My narrative, based on what I just showed you, the Celtics turned the ball over 24 times and they only lost by 6, and they gave them 33 points off turnovers. If you see that, and Jason Tatum had 10 points. If you see that, who's the better team, right? Who's the better team? But I will say this right now. I will say this right here and right now. My narrative says Jason Tatum has a big night. Jaylen Brown has a big night, because they need to have big nights for the Celtics to cover the spread. If you believe in the Heat, no, I'll get to that point in a minute, Justin. If you believe in the Heat, you might want to go under on Jason Tatum, because you think PJ Tucker's going to shut him down again. They were forced turnovers. Listen, a lot of the turnovers that I saw, you're a professional basketball team. There is no reason to turn the ball over 24 times. There's no reason to do it. You don't have the Heat are not 24 turnovers better than the Boston Celtics. I think a lot of the play from the Celtics was extremely lazy. It was extremely lazy, and it made me sick to my stomach. And I don't know if you guys felt this as a Celtics bettor or a Celtics fan, but what I saw this team, it made me sick watching that performance the other night. And they still almost found a way to get into it. Granted, with Jimmy Butler on the bench, if Jimmy Butler was playing, there would have been no doubt. Yeah, I know Jimmy's probably going to score 25. Jimmy's their whole team. Half these turnovers are very careless. They were despicable. They were disgusting to watch. Yeah, PJ versus Tatum is the equivalent of Lance Stevenson and LeBron battle. PJ Tucker's a gnat. He's a gnat. He's going to fly around Jason Tatum. He's not going to give up. That's what I like about PJ Tucker. He had a little grit the other night. But when it comes down to it, am I taking Jason Tatum or PJ Tucker to win that battle for the second straight night? I'm going to take Jason Tatum to step up and say, hey, you know what? I am that guy. Jason Tatum is that guy, 100%. If you don't think Jason Tatum's that guy, I don't know what to say. I just feel they can lock Jimmy up, but he is going to shoot a lot. Jimmy Butler is going to have a big night. Whether they lock him up or not, he's too good, and he's very consistent. He's going to score tonight. Just PJ is not as much of a bitch. What do you mean, PJ? Listen, okay, maybe the Tatum versus PJ, they have both fight. Did we see that flop that PJ Tucker went flying? He literally jumped to try to flop the other night. And by the way, I don't want to pick on PJ Tucker for flopping, because this whole league is soft. The whole league is soft. Whole league. Okay, I got you. Now Stevenson. Okay. This whole league is soft. Okay, I don't care if I like the Boston Celtics or not. The only legitimate injury, if you are going to lay on the floor, okay, for 30 seconds after the foul happens and hold your head like this and just delay the freaking game on ESPN and make them question if they should go to commercial break or not, you better have almost broke your ankle like Marcus Smart, okay? 100%. If you are going to lay there on the floor, okay, like we saw the other night from multiple players, like we saw in the Mavericks game last night, if you're going to lay on the floor, you better almost have a broken ankle like Marcus Smart. Okay. Marcus Smart deserved to lay on the floor and scream in pain. Half these guys, I remember I saw Grant Williams. What was it? It was game 2 when he kept like bitching. He was just laying there on the floor like, oh, everything's going wrong tonight. And I'm a Grant Williams fan, but you're not hurt. You're not hurt. There's a difference between getting hurt and just laying on the floor. Marcus Smart almost broke his ankle. If we see the clip, like here's his ankle, it came down, it literally went like that. Okay. That's fine. You can lay on the floor and scream in pain for that. Okay. But if you're just getting getting fired up now, the cough's coming back. If you're just laying on the freaking floor for no reason, stop. That's my opinion. Basketball's soft. It's a hard-nosed game. Don't get me wrong. Basketball is a very hard game. It's a physical game. But half this shit with these guys laying on the floor, I'm getting sick of watching. I've seen it too much in the freaking playoffs. All right. So we got that. Now, guys, I don't have COVID. I tested negative multiple times, people. That's why we're going to TD Garden tonight. Come on now. Anyways, bottom line is, in this game, if the Celtics don't turn the ball over 24 times, which they won't, I can guarantee you one thing. And I'm not guaranteeing anything that's happened in this game. Don't come on tomorrow and say, hey, Tanner, you guaranteed Celtics -7, because I didn't. I'm going to take that side of the line. I feel good about it. I'm going to guarantee one thing. Here it is. The Boston Celtics will not turn the ball over 24 times. They will not. And if they do, I will be shocked. They will not turn the ball over 24 times. I saw a comment up here that I want to read, though. It was like something about the Celtics being for real. Celtics are legit AF from Brand Spec. Who says anything else is dumb? They bounce back big today. 100% they do. Guys, listen to me. Final thing. How much am I putting on these games? My unit size is $100. That's all I'll tell you. My unit size is $100. I'm not a big time. You guys, people call me a capper and how McNasty says, like, cappers, these fake ass cappers out here. I love McNasty. McNasty, I think, likes me too. But these fake ass cappers, you got to put at least $500 on a game. I'm not a capper. I'm a sports betting content creator. I give my picks. I like talking sports on here. In no way am I saying put $1 million on games. I don't charge for picks. I don't do anything. I'm a content creator that loves talking sports betting. People, come on now. My unit size is 7 inches. Love that. Hey, I've been kicked off TikTok so many times, people. So we got to limit these comments. We have some good things going for us tonight. 100% we do. 100%. Respect. There we go. Respect. Love that. All right. So bottom line in this game, they will not turn the ball over 24 times. I forget what I was going to say about the last thing, but they will not turn the ball over 24 times. That's my one guarantee in this basketball game. Celtics are legit AF. Oh, yes, I know what I was going to say. Vegas. Let's talk about Vegas. Why are the Celtics a 7-point favorite tonight? Do you think Vegas just gives out? Do you think Vegas just gives out Vegas just like gives out 7-point favorites? Like, that doesn't happen. Let's see. Shit show sports. Everyone's a sports betting pro now. You ain't been in the game long enough. Guys, can we talk about how stupid some people are, please? I can't. Why would you comment that? I literally just said I don't charge for picks. I'm not a capper. I just talk sports betting and I get my picks, and I love talking sports. I love creating sports betting content. Can we talk about this, people? Jeez, come on now. Come on. I literally just said I'm not a capper in any way whatsoever. I'm not putting $500 million on a game, guys. I'm just here giving my picks, talking with you guys, shooting the shit, not you in general. Okay, there we go. I appreciate that now. I'm glad we clarified. That. Come on now. I'm glad we clarified. I appreciate it. Now we're on the same level. Sorry, should have been more specific. No problem, man. No problem. Guys, and I'll say this. We talk about this a lot. Here's the thing. And I'm going to give a little rant now, too. And I think people like the rant because the comments are rolling in. The views are going up. Never would have guessed that you got kicked off TikTok before. I've been kicked off TikTok. I got banned for 2 weeks once on my personal page, and that was the worst. Dude is giving his opinion. I know. If he gives his opinion and I feel like it's directed at me, JT, I'm going to go back. I don't care. I'll say something. We're just having a talk. I'm speaking facts. Biggest MLB lock tonight, Yankees or Dodgers. I think they're both locks, but again, at the same time, too, they're both minus 150 on the run line. Butler or go or what? Butler's going to play tonight. He's a man to people. Come on now, people. I'll say this real quick, people. If you're buying picks, okay, if you're buying picks, there are plenty of great people on this app that don't pay for on TikTok that don't pay for picks. I'm not talking about you giving your opinion. I know, guys. I know. I have a quick trigger. I have a very, very quick trigger. But there's a lot of people on this app that don't pay. Like, for example, McNasty is a great one. Like, McNasty doesn't charge for picks. He's very good at what he does. Nobody knows what's going to happen in these sporting events. I say it every day, and I'm not afraid to say it. Like, I'm not going to talk about like the cappers that if you buy picks, I feel sorry for you. Yeah, like, and I don't feel sorry because everyone does it at some point. I'm sure everyone goes and buy picks. But for example, if your unit size is $100 and you're paying, or your unit size is $50, if you're betting $5-10 on games, right? And that's fine. Everyone's unit size is different. But if you're paying like $70 for picks for the week, why? Don't do that. Like, don't, TKO bets, thoughts. I don't watch a lot of cappers. I really don't. I try to be me. I try to, like, again, I'm not a capper. I'm a content creator. Like, I love, like, my favorite shit's to go out and interview people, but like, I'm not a capper, but like, if you're paying for picks and they have a losing record, if you're paying for picks and they're charging way too much and they're going, hey, $100, hey, here's my, like, I'm not going to say who this is and I'm not going to say who it is, but there are people out there that say, hey, I have a 10 unit, 20 unit max play today that's guaranteed to hit, and it's on the 1:00 baseball game. What the hell are you doing, people? Anyways, you posting all your picks today? Yeah, I'll post them all. I post them every day. I'll do it after the show, though. Yeah, I'm not gonna read any comments who that is, but McNasty gets after him a little bit too, and I love McNasty. I love his content. Yeah, I go watch the video when people realize they being scammed. They sell both sides. Yeah, because someone else is gonna be there buying the picks. Someone else is going to just sign up for Super Draft, get 1 month of picks for free. SBE, there you go, SBE, and there you go. Like SBE, very honest with what he does. He shows the people his thing, and you know what? He goes after people too when they comment at it. But there's people out there. I'm not going to say who it is. I'm not going to say who it is, and we're putting in the comments. But I have a 30 unit max play. Like, bro, like, this is a guaranteed winner. If you hear guaranteed winner in SBE, you can attest to this. But if you hear guaranteed winner, no, that's not. There's no guaranteed win. I don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what's going to happen. We do it all, and we see what happens, people. Everyone, the comments are rolling in. Yeah, hey, I have a 30 unit max play. You should never bet a 30 unit max play on a 1:00 baseball game. You shouldn't do it. Anyways, let's keep going here. We're delaying the show. The views are going up from this rant, but we're delaying the show. So we got to keep it going here. But if in response, if you're going to buy picks, make sure there is a guy doing weekly rate of $500 for stars and up to $1,000 for VIP. Like, guys, honestly, like, I see, I'll go on Instagram and I'll just scroll through Instagram and I'll see, like, I get those ads, how Instagram like filters you with ads. How cold is it, Boston right now? I think it's pretty high. I haven't been outside yet. I'll scroll through, I'll see ads like, of people like selling, hey, here's my free play. Here's my free play. I changed my unit size to $1 so I could say I'm up to plus 1,200 units. You got free play. You got free plays. Like, my free play is Yankees run line today. Fucking doctor of sports betting right there. Yankees run line today. Holy shit. Tanner, man, the people, what's up, brother? Happy Monday. How we doing? Okay, tomorrow isn't guaranteed. LMS. Have you seen Lord Maximus? No, I don't watch a lot of cappers. Like the people that I watch SBE. I watch McNasty. I watch Book It with Trent. Like, and Book It with Trent's just a content guy, obviously. But like, those are the McNasty posted a video today talking about how Jason Tatum needs to stop like dancing with Deuce Tatum before the games. He's like, this is cute, but there are people relying on you to cash tickets. Like, I love that. Like, I love how McNasty says it how he is. There's people out there that are like, hey, 50 unit max play, which is freaking crazy. In their unit size, they're claiming their unit size is freaking $1,000 and they're putting 50,000. Like, no, that's not the common man. Anyways, that's why he's Danny Tanner. There we go. Nothing is guaranteed in sports. Nobody knows what's going to happen. It's newsflash. These cappers that are, VIP packages for $1,000 a week. Nobody knows what's going to happen. They don't know what's going to happen. Okay. There you go. Anyways, let's keep going here. Got some comments on YouTube, guys. I'm sorry. Trent. I love Trent. Trent's I look at myself more like a Trent because Trent is there to do content. I watched an interview with Trent. He talks about sports betting content. He's like, I'm a content machine and sports betting is my platform. And I feel that's me. I love to bet on sports. I love content. I love making people laugh. I love entertaining and I love talking sports. That's why I view myself more like a Trent. I'm not on here saying, hey, I got a $50 max or a $500 max play or a 50 unit max play. And I'm going to charge you $500 for it today. And this is a guaranteed winner. I'll never do that. Okay, so let's keep going here, guys. We're getting off topic. I want to get back onto it. Even though the views go up and people love this. People love talking about cappers on here. So, all right, Heat versus Warriors. We got that. Kevster, damn, why do I believe your Mavs pick? You got me again. You work for the bookies by any chance? No, I don't work for the bookies. We just talked about this, Kev. Mavs was not a good bet to pick, but if you took hockey, you would have been all good. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it's all content making this hobby fun forever. Yeah, 100%. That's true for people that charge for picks are funny. Michael Mitchell, hey, good morning, Tanner. Do you like the under or over night in the NBA? So I'm going to go under. I decided that, but I'm not going to play it. I think it's too risky. I think we don't, again, if the Celtics show up big, the Heat should not shoot well, but with Jimmy Butler back, they're going to score too. So Boston in the under, I think if you want to do a same game parlay, if Boston's your narrative, it's probably more of an under narrative. If the Heat is your narrative, it's probably more of an over narrative. But again, I'm going to just take Boston -7. I'm going to ride with it and let's see what happens. SBZ in the house. There we go. Keys locks. Whale play, lock of the century. Alex coming in there. Yeah, whale play. Here's my 500. Here's my 500 whale play unit for free today. I'm gonna give you the Avalanche puck line. Anyway, let's get into some hockey talk for the day. Blues versus the Avalanche night now. Binnington got hurt, so that's very scary. Line drop to 6. Ooh, okay. Well, I'm going to take 6 then because I have not locked this bet in. So I will take it's 6.5 now. 6.5 is a little more appealing for my book. I'm on FanDuel right now. 6.5 is a little more appealing than 7. So I think I'll take 6.5. If it gets down to 6, what book do you have it at 6? Is it either DraftKings or FanDuel? DraftKings by any chance, which I can look at here in a minute. But if you have it at 6, let me know where because I would like to bet that rather than 7. But anyways, yeah, so we're going hockey right now. We got Avalanche. I'm going to take the Avs in 60-minute time, not puck line, I should say. Avalanche 60-minute time. I do live in Mass, so I use Connecticut really with DraftKings and FanDuel. I'm from Connecticut, so I have people that can place the bets there. I also use like Prize Picks and all that for player props and stuff. And sports betting AG online site. Yeah, I try to stay away from the offshores just because it's so hard to get your money. When you cash out, and it's a very difficult process. -6 on DraftKings. Okay, so I will bet that on DraftKings today. But anyways, we're going to go Avalanche 60-minute time in this game. I think the Blues fight. I really do. But overall, Jordan Binnington got hurt. He was huge for this team in the first 2 games of the series. Really, really good. Husso comes in. He's a better goaltender. His numbers are much better, but Binnington has been carrying them this series. Overall, the Blues can hang with the Avalanche. Like they can. And we saw that. Like this is going to be a tight game tonight, 100%. I am vaxxed. I'm vaxxed. Vaxxed and boosted, baby. Come on now. Head to Boston in June. Wondering the easiest way to still bet. Connecticut. Stop in Connecticut on your way. Or Rhode Island, depending on where you're staying. But the Blues outshot the Avalanche 31-27. They had 2 power play chances. They failed out. And this is going to be a tight game tonight, but I like the Avalanche overall with Husso on the net. I don't think he's ready for this onslaught of attack that he is going to get from Colorado tonight. And overall, the Avs are rolling now. I mean, they won 5-2. They put a lot of pucks on the net. They were aggressive with their pucks on. I should say that. Obviously, they got outshot, but they were getting in between the circles and scoring goals. And they are so explosive. If you watch this game, you know how explosive the Avalanche can be on offense. That's why I got to ride with them tonight. So we're going to go Avalanche 60-minute time. We're going to take them from -166 down to -105 tonight. That's what we're going with there. Then I like the Lightning on the money line, and you guys can tell me. You can tell me here if you feel differently in any way, but overall, since the Lightning are at home tonight, I'm going to take them at -122. I don't think the Panthers is a bad bet for an upset pick. But Andre Vasilevsky locked in the net, and that means it's very, very hard to beat the Lightning when he's playing this well. He's one of the best goaltenders in the world. I mean, 34 saves yesterday. Now it's a back-to-back game. It's in Tampa Bay. If it was in Florida or in Orlando or Florida, no, Florida's out of Miami. If it was in Miami, I would probably go with the Panthers. But like Huberdeau's not playing well. With Huberdeau not playing well, that's a problem. Barkov's not finding the back of the net. Steven Stamkos playing good for the Lightning. And it really comes down to Andre Vasilevsky. That's what it comes down for me. And, home ice as well. I think the Lightning want to finish this. They're going to get a nice little break because that Rangers series is going to go 7 games. 100%. I can't see that Rangers Hurricane series not going 7 games. And if it does, the Lightning are going to get a very, very, very nice break if they can finish the series off tonight. So, yeah, because game 4 is coming up for the Rangers. Then they're off a day. So that they'll get over a week off before the Eastern Conference Final. So, that's pretty good. That's a good incentive to get the job done tonight. I'm so glad I didn't take Mavs yesterday. And the reason I took Mavs yesterday, I had this vision. I flashed back to this moment where I said, hey, you know what? I love the Phoenix Suns at +2 on the road tonight, and then the Mavs won, and that wasn't the thing. Game 3 was yesterday, yeah, so Game 4 is tonight. I don't know why the NHL did this stupid stuff where they moved, because they gave them 2 days off between Game 2 and Game 3, and then they made them play a back-to-back in Game 3 and 4, even though we had 3 games yesterday. I know they're trying to say, hey, we don't want to put a game on Saturday night and compete with the NBA playoffs. But still, I mean, like, yesterday was awesome, 3 hockey games, but now you're going to make these guys play a back-to-back. So realistically, they could finish the series off. And I think that does benefit Tampa Bay, that they are back-to-back, because they have this team down on one knee, and good teams finish off because of a concert. Oh, okay. So it was a concert at the arena. That's why. Well, the concert should have got moved. Jeez. But I thought it was because they were trying to take away from TV. But yeah, because of a concert. Well, you know what? This favors them then. I think they can put them away tonight. And I think having this game as a back-to-back does favor, because it's like, hey, you know what? Florida has no time to wake up. It's like, we got our ass kicked last night. We got to come back tonight and try to do it again. Try to stay alive. I don't think they stay alive tonight, because who was playing down there? Who was playing in Tampa Bay? Smart over 10.5 points and rebounds -110. That's combined. That's PRA, or is it 10.5 points, 10.5 rebounds? MLB picks, we're getting in those today. We'll have player props. We'll do player props at the end here. I'll tell you what, I like Jason Tatum's PRA tonight. I don't know if Smart is good to play. He's listed as questionable. I got to imagine he's going to play. But again, who knows? Doug the Doodle is waiting for his clip. I need a winner from Doug the Doodle. I need a winner, Lover to Trish. I need it. Come on. Give me something good. Celtics -15.5, alternate spread. It's funny. I will go interview someone tonight. What's my play so far? I have Celtics -6 to 7. I haven't locked it in, so play it at what you can play it. You can play it between 6 and 7, wherever you can get on the book. I gave you one, Stars. But Stars was dead then. I need some Stars are dead now. I need more. I have Avalanche in regular time, Lightning money line, and then we're getting into baseball right now. Thoughts on the Mavs? I gave my thoughts already. I don't really need to talk about it much more, I don't think. But bottom line is, they don't have a team around them that can win. They don't. They just don't have a team around them that can get the job done. Luka is the guy. But at the same time, too, Luka needs help, right? If they had one more guy, I think they would be just fine. We'll see. Nick Paul over 2.5 shots on goal. Oh, it's the USFL Stars. Honestly, I didn't even tail that. I was like, it's USF. I posted a USFL like meme video, and it got no views. And I'm like, I'm gonna take it down. I'm like, nobody cares about the USFL, but there's so much money to be made. I don't want that to insult anyone if you're betting on the USFL, if you're watching it. But it's like, I just can't get into it. It's hard to get into it. The Mavericks got their ass kicked last night. Come on now, the Mavericks got their ass kicked. So let's see what Nick Paul's doing for the Lightning right now. Shots on goal. Shots 3, 4, 4 in this series. I like him over 2.5. Yeah, I mean, he's going to keep going. The Lightning really got to keep that onslaught. Mavericks are done 100%. The Mavericks are dead in the water, and they will never come back. I'm not saying they can't win a game, but I think they can come. Mavs in 7. Okay, well, I don't know about that. But if they did, that would be pretty cool. If you believe in the Mavs in 7, you should bet them right now. I bet Mexican Baseball League and lost big, took the under 50 runs. They scored 60. Let me ask you something. Did you know Douglas E. Doodle needs a few good baseball picks? Douglas E. Doodle's getting some picks right now from baseball, but I need to know from Henry Holmes here. Did you know anything about the Mexican Baseball League, or did you see the total of 15 and say, hey, that's too high, I'm going to hammer the under? I feel like it's the latter there. Tatum points, I would go over on Tatum points. Mavs getting swept. Why win a game? They'd have to fly out to the Bay again. Luka is ready to chill. Yeah, there you go. Knew nothing. I love that. That's why I love sports betting. Have you ever seen Mexican baseball a lot? Yeah, shit. Like they go hard there. Mexican baseball league. Wow, I didn't see the Mavs game sweep. Mavs are most likely dead in the water. But again, I feel like they'll fight. I don't know what the spread is. I haven't even looked at it yet for that game. Let's see here. Let's see. Mavs are a 1-point favorite now, so it's a pick'em game. The one thing that does scare me, and I know this is the Western Conference Finals, so the Suns want to take as big of a break as they can, knowing that Heat Celtics game will probably go 7. But we did see the Golden State Warriors go to Memphis and just like, say, hey, we don't feel like playing tonight. So just keep that in mind. But again, I would probably go with the Warriors on the money line, get the plus money there, and see if they can finish the series off. Yeah, they're minus 104, so pretty much even money there. Okay, so let's get into basketball here, or baseball, I should say. Baseball, great show today, guys. A lot of interaction. I know I'm all over the place, but we're getting comments about the Mexican basketball league or the Mexican baseball league, hockey, baseball. We're bouncing all over the place today. I'm going to say this. I don't love the MLB card today. Like, I like my picks, but overall, I don't love, like, for example, yes, do I love Dodgers run line? Yes, it's minus 134. I'm not going to play that as a straight. Do I love Yankees run line? Yes, that's my $500 max play unit, triple bet VIP package right there. Do I like the Yankees? Yes, of course I like the Yankees. Of course I do, right? But again, like that, I don't see the value there considering it's, minus 142 at home on the run line, even though they're going against the Orioles with the Yankees on the mound. All right, so let's get into this. I have 3 plays today. First things first, I like the Cardinals on the money line. Now, I do know Cardinals fans, and they said the Cardinals will not score a single run because they scored 18 yesterday. I'm not going to buy into that. I'm not going to buy into that theory in any way whatsoever here, just because overall they're hitting the baseball. They're doing a lot better job hitting the baseball. They're doing a lot better job putting – yeah, it's a lay piece, yeah. They're doing a lot better job putting the ball in play. The Blue Jays, get this. We talk about Toronto having this like massive juggernaut offense. Has not been there whatsoever. They've only scored 11 runs in their past 5 games. That's a little over 2.2 runs a game. Like, that's not good at all. Knowing that they got to go against Miles Mikolas, flu game 8. No, I'm past the flu, man. I'm feeling good now. I just got a little cough. Miles Mikolas 3-2. With a 1.68 ERA and a 0.99 whip. He's only given up 2 homers this season. Knowing the Blue Jays can't put the ball in play, knowing when they are scoring runs, they're relying on the long ball, this is a very good matchup for the Cardinals. It favors them in many ways. Jose Barrios is going to pitch for the Blue Jays. He's got a 4.83 with a 1.49 whip. He's given up walks and bombs like crazy. So I do like the Cardinals tonight. Now, if you believe in this mindset of saying, hey, the Cardinals scored 18 yesterday, I don't think they're going to score today, then you got a problem. Then I probably stay away from this game. I don't really care about that. I see it as more like, okay, the Cardinals score 18. They're seeing the ball well. The Blue Jays are not seeing the ball well. I'm going to ride with the Cardinals. They're minus 126. It's a good lay piece if you want to do it for a parlay. It's a good straight bet if you want to, put 50, 100 bucks on it. Any Nerfy or Yerfy? I'll give you some Nerfies and Yerfies at the end. I'm going to be honest. I haven't committed to the Nerfy lifestyle. Like I did early in the season. I got freaking hammered. So I haven't really gone back to it, but I can give you my opinions on some. I have not bet Nerfies in a while. I know I come on here, I give you guys opinions on what I like, but again, I'm not playing these Nerfies because it's not many. If I go to a game, I usually like playing a Nerfy or Yerfy just because like you're at the game, like you might as well, get your heart rate up early, burn some calories while you're sitting on your ass watching baseball. But, I can give you some opinions on those here in a minute. Matthew Markland coming in here. Okay, let's see. Poodles have been oppressed for too long, told when to eat, where to poop, and when to sleep. No longer will tolerate this. Poodles' lives matter. Douglas E. Doodle wants to stand with him, Tanner Kern. All right, I have no – you know what? I'm a golden retriever guy. To be honest with you, I like golden retrievers. Sorry, I like poodles. I like golden doodles. That's a cool dog too. What kind of poodle is he? Where you post locks at? I post picks on this page. I don't say locks, guys. You want a lock, go to Home Depot. I post picks on this page. I would say, if it hits, great. If it doesn't, I don't know. What can I tell you? Nobody knows what's going to happen in sports betting, guys. But I post picks that I feel good about on this page. My best bets, I like to call it that. Someone who I've kind of looked at a little bit as a mentor in this industry. Said, I always love that. As a mentor, I was doing some podcasting with him, and he was like, never say lock, because when you say lock, people expect it to hit. Nothing is a lock in this hobby. There you go. 100% Cameron. Okay, so I like Cardinals money line. Then I like D-backs money line. We're going back to it. I took the day off yesterday. We're going back to it today. The Royals do not have a power bat that can compete with the Diamondbacks. Now, if you like Zach Greinke, I love Zach Greinke. I really do, but I'm going to go against him today just because, 1, of the Royals bullpen, 2, because of the Diamondbacks bullpen, and 3, because of the Diamondbacks power. or I guess because of their record at home. They're very good at home compared to the Royals on the road here. The bullpen favors the Diamondbacks. Zach Greinke's pitch count, if they can work that up, if they can get him out of this game early, I think they're going to be just fine. Kansas City has a 4.7 ERA with a 1.42 whip in their bullpen. Arizona's coming in with a 3.97 ERA and a 1.25 whip. The strategy or the game plan for the Diamondbacks is simple, man. If they go in and they hit early, their bullpen can carry them to the promised land. If they don't, they're going to have a tough time. But we saw it against the Cubs. They came back in game 3. So just keep that in mind. They're a good team. This Diamondbacks team is not bad. And a lot of people say, like, hey, I can't force myself to take Diamondbacks ever. Like, this Diamondbacks team isn't the Diamondbacks team that we've known and we've hated for years. Like, this Diamondbacks team isn't a bad team. They just play in the National League West. I guarantee if you put them in the freaking AL Central or the NL Central, in a division that's not very good, well, I guess the NL Central is probably a little better. But, if you put them in the AL Central, they'd probably win some baseball games. I'm not going to lie about that. The fact that Arizona has 3 comeback wins out of the last 4 is impressive. They're playing good. They know how to win. Honestly, Zach Davies is on the mound today. Do I feel great about him? No. Would I feel great about Zach Greinke? No, I wouldn't either. I mean, he's not a strikeout guy. The one thing that Davies has is his strikeout ability over Greinke, and that wins games because when you need a big strikeout, there's some guys that can get it for you, and there's some guys that are going to rely on defense. There's moments in games when you need strikeouts. We look at what happened with Chapman yesterday. I'll say it again. Game 1 of that doubleheader. Now, did the Yankees get swept yesterday? I think they did. But anyways, we look at Chapman yesterday, game 1 of that doubleheader. He needed strikeouts there, and he didn't get them. He gave up home runs. Like, strikeouts are critical with games on the line. And you know what? When you're betting money line, the game's on the line every single inning because every run is tougher, makes it tougher for you to win a bet. I feel good about Zach Davies getting strikeouts. I think he's going to give up runs. I think Greinke can give up some runs, but overall, the bullpen today favors Diamondbacks. Diamondbacks got to be a trap day. And honestly, I don't know if the Diamondbacks are a trap. We say trap. We say we say trap. And I'm not picking on you, G units. I love you're on here every day, but people said Diamondbacks was a trap yesterday. We don't. What the hell's a trap? All right, a bad team in baseball loses 60 games. Like a good team in baseball loses 60 games. Okay, so we can't really say trap, right? Like I look at trap games more as like college football, saying, hey, you know what? The number Alabama. Granted, Alabama's different. They're built different, so they don't really fall for trap games. But I look at saying, hey, Alabama is going to unranked Kentucky, even though Kentucky's a good team. I'm just using an example. And you know what? Kentucky's going to be rocking because they're 6-0 and they're unranked. They're just kind of scratching the surface. They got a really good team this year. Nobody believes in them. And Alabama's got to go on the road and play a tough opponent. I look at that as a trap game more than I do in baseball, just because baseball, teams win and lose every day. The Diamondbacks are playing really good baseball right now, so I'm going to ride with them. Here we go. All right, let's see. I think Yerfies are more fun, but way harder to commit to. Yerfies are way harder than commit to. And you guys know me. I'm a very big under better. I love betting unders because I'd rather rely on pitching in this game because it's so hard to hit the baseball. It's so hard. It's the toughest thing to do in all sports, right? So I would rather rely on Nerfies than Yerfies. But at the same time, too, I honestly think my heart rate is higher when I do a Nerfie bet. I have done some Yerfies. Both have gone bad for me. I gave up on Nerfies pretty much. I did a Nerfie bet. I forget what game it was. I actually did a vlog on it, and I saw the guy hit a home run in the first. So when something like that happens, me as a sportsbook know something we don't. Yeah, so it's a trap. I know, guys, but I don't see that in baseball as much. I don't, the Diamondbacks are money line or minus 116. The sportsbook, in Vegas, you can kind of feel that. For when it comes to college football or baseball, for a Royals D-backs game, when we call it a trap game, when there's about 1,000 people in the stands and nobody really cares that it's on, I don't view it as a trap game as much. If they lose, the D-backs lose, just they've had a really good stretch. They're bound to lose at some point. Where if I look at Alabama going to unranked Kentucky and Kentucky's 6-0 and Alabama's 6-0 and Alabama gets knocked off or something, I view that as okay, that was a trap game for them. This was a really good opponent that people did not respect yet. That's what I'm talking about. They're talking about the Rockies game, Tanner. Oh, okay. Well, I don't even know what was the Rockies game yesterday with the Mets. Mets and the Rockies. Mets big 2-0 win yesterday for the boys. Okay, Royals D-backs. So we're good there. Trap. That's my definition of a trap game. Everyone has different definitions. Matthew Markland. Douglas E. Doodle is a mini golden doodle, and he said this is just another example of how poodles are oppressed on YouTube. Golden retrievers get all the love on social media. I will say that. Today's Rockies game. Today's Rocky, yeah, like that could be a trap line there. Like they want to bite you into taking the Rockies. But again, you look at the Rockies, they're not very good on the road. It's weird. I think they pitch better on the road, but they don't hit as well on the road. And that's what people don't understand about the Rockies, right? Like they don't really hit well on the road. So like that makes sense to me why they're plus 110. If you know, Brubaker's a beast at home. There's another thing too. Like that's the kind of stuff that you got to realize again. But yeah, I could see that being more of a trappy line than like D-backs money line today. Okay, so let's keep going here. What I say, Mets and Rockies at plus 350 today for BP 311. He don't care. He's going with the Mets and the Rockies. Gotta love it. I like the Mets today. You know, Mets money line versus the Giants. I mean, I guess we could call that a trappy line too. But you know, overall, I think the Mets will cruise today. Could be so many reasons why they're on. Yeah, there's tons of reasons. And guys, think about this. Whatever you do for a living, like you spend time doing it, right? There are people that have full-time jobs making lines every day. Every day. They wake up or they look at research and they make lines and they set lines and they shift lines. So, you know, any under first 5 inning plays, I'll look for here in a minute. Wheeler over 6.5 Ks, free swing Braves at minus 110. That's another game too. You know, where I look at the Philadelphia Phillies today at minus 136. You know, Zach Wheeler's numbers have not been very good, right? But again, he's coming off a great performance, so that might be a reason to go with the Phillies. But I'll say this, the Phillies are not hitting the baseball really well. They still aren't. What they did against the Dodgers was not that impressive. What they did against the series before was not impressive. So that could be a reason to go with the Braves, even though Davidson on the mound, it's going to be a bullpen day for Atlanta. Plus 116 at home might be the move there. I'm not taking it. I'm staying away from it. I don't see any value on either side. Lightning sweep day, I do think so. Keys, locks, Brewers, Padres or Brewers. Hauser blows. I mean, the Padres are playing really, really good baseball. I hate the Brewers. I will bet against the Brewers any day of the week. So I would probably go Padres there, honestly. LA made me cry. That was a rough loss yesterday. That was a very, very rough loss. Okay, let me finish this up here. Let me get to my last bet here. Mets money line at plus 126. This is where we got to find value in books, and there's a lot of value in this line. Yes, the Giants are a good baseball team. I'm not going to say they're not. Alex Cobb, though, he's 3-1. He does win when they're on the mound, but he's had a 5.61 with a 1.52 whip over 25.2 innings. He's a great strikeout pitcher. That's the one thing that he has over David Peterson. David Peterson's doesn't have that elite strikeout ability like Alex Cobb does. Now, David Peterson's a 1.89, though, with a 1.11 whip. The Mets infield, outfield is playing very, very good right now. And he's only allowed 1 homer in 19 innings. So that could be pretty damn good for the Mets today. The Mets are 15-7 on the road. They've only lost back-to-back games once this year. Not that they're coming off a back-to-back loss that they won yesterday, obviously. I just want to give that fact out there that this Mets team is very good. I want to put that impression on you guys. And then the Mets and Giants offense is very equal. But when it comes to the bullpen, when it comes to starting pitching, I'm going to ride with the New York Mets today for plus 126. I don't think you can beat that compared to the Giants at minus 148. Like this is a very good upset bet, I feel like, today. When lines don't make any sense, it's worth diving into the deep statistics and find out why. Yeah. Well, yeah, 100%. Every line makes sense, guys. Every line makes sense. Like, because once you dive into it, you can kind of figure out why it's set at what it's set at. You know, and there, do some research, like follow some bookmakers. Like, there's a lot of bookmakers on Twitter and Instagram that like share why they set a line at what they set it at. There's podcasts with bookmakers, like they're real people. Like we know people who create lines, not on the side, like, you know, in your college dorm room. Like there's people for like Caesars and FanDuel and DraftKings and, you know, BetMGM, all these guys that like actually are paid to make lines, and they talk about why they set the line where it is. And you know what? That's like analyst jobs, like sports betting analysts, like, or people, content creators, or whoever's giving picks out there, like to know and tell you why they set the lines. What are your picks? Also, Rockies over or under. I mean, at 7.5, I think that's such a low total. But again, the Rockies don't hit well on the road. Brubaker's a beast. It's one I would want to stay away from. But at 7.5, I'll always go over. They said it because the public where they bet. Yeah, they set a line. They set the line based on the game, but they also set the line where they're trying to get people to bet, and they'll shift it where they want people to bet it too. Like, for example, they probably want people, like, where liability is, especially when it comes to like future bets and stuff. Like they got to make money. Those guys are very smart. They're in a business to make money. So they'll set a line. They'll set a line at a specific number to try to limit their liability on one side or the other, right? And ultimately, the house always wins is true because they set the line to what, no matter what happens, they're going to win over the course of the day. And that's their job, and that's their job as an analyst and setting lines and all that. But is it true the house always wins? No, you could go undefeated in sports betting. It's probably impossible to do because nobody knows what's going to happen in these games. But like a bettor always wins in every game, and the house always wins. One side of the bet will win, and the house will win no matter what. Any trap games in baseball on juice too. Yeah, they set juice like as far as money line juice, as far as spread juice. Like like some spreads will be, you'll get a spread at minus 110. And then, it'll be the same number, but it'll jump down. It'll go down to minus 106 or minus 108 or minus 112, depending on where they're trying to get you to get, where the money is and where they're trying to, attract you. Any other games? That's all I have today. So I have Mets money line, D-backs money line, Cardinals money line, Lightning money line, Avs 60-minute money line time, and then I like Celtics minus 7. That's what we're going with for that, guys. Any other questions? Throw them in the chat. I don't love the baseball card today. Like I could give you, like I said, I could sit up here and give you Dodgers run line. I mean, I think you guys are smart people. I don't think you need help figuring that out. Like they're minus 134 on the road. It's a good spot against the Nationals. But again, like I'm trying to give you guys, if you see a capper saying, hey, they're $53 or their $500 VIP max play 10 unit size pick today is Dodgers run line. I mean, it's not rocket science. Never been rocket science. Solid picks. I appreciate that, Mitch. I appreciate it. We'll see what happens today. And it's funny, you think solid picks, someone else thinks they suck. So we'll see what happens. We won't know till game time tonight, but I appreciate that. I appreciate everyone for looking. St. Louis Cardinals. I mean, honestly, Cardinals is a very good bet today, I think. Just based on how the Blue Jays have been playing. It's kind of like the Red Sox, like when the Red Sox were really, really struggling, I was betting unders on the Red Sox. I was winning over and over and over again because they were going under and their pitching staff was really good. Now, obviously, that doesn't work anymore because they can play. But still, the Red Sox are back if you didn't know. Here we go. Yeah. Might just parlay the Dodgers and Celtics for even money. Why not? Go for it. Just keep in mind, it is baseball. Teams will lose. Tanner, always with the great morning content as usual. Appreciate that as always. Appreciate it, Keys Locks. Yeah, guys. Listen. I come on here. I look at you guys. And I say I appreciate all of you for watching me every day and stuff. I'm not coming on here to try to sell you picks. I'm just coming on here to shoot the shit about sports with you. Reverse line movement on the C's. Any concern? No, I mean, not really when the number's that big because I think a lot of people. I think Heat plus 7 is really appealing for people. I'm not surprised it dropped down. I don't know why people wouldn't want to take Heat plus 7 if you don't really look into the series. But when you really look at the numbers, when a team turns the ball over 24 times and they lose by 6, I'm going to go with minus 7. So, yeah, I might have to do with the uncertainty of Rob and Smart. And again, yeah, I mean, I don't know if Rob's going to play tonight. I feel like Smart will be in the lineup at some capacity. I'm not saying he's going to have a great game, but I think he'll be in there. Have a beautiful day. Keep up the great work. Appreciate that parlay family. Reds money line against the Cubs. Reds are playing really good baseball. I think it's worth a shot, but Gutierrez has been really bad. So just keep that in mind. Enjoy the show, bro. Appreciate that. Bell, that's what I thought. Thought Public would be all over Heat plus 7. Yeah, I think Public is going to be all over Heat plus 7. I think that's why I would drop to 6.5 more than those guys being questionable. Because again, like it's only 11:10 in the morning. Butler's not going to be 100% for sure. We don't know what's going to happen with those guys. I mean, NBA injury reports don't come out till freaking 30 minutes before the game. Like they'll go out there, they'll do shoot around. ESPN will be all hyping up. Oh, he did shoot around, but he's still questionable. He looked good. He couldn't cut this way. He couldn't cut that way. Listen, we don't know who's going to play and not going to play till 30 minutes before the game. And that's how it always is. And that's another reason I don't like the NBA. For football, we usually know an hour before if they're going to play, hour and a half. Butler not going to be 100. We got that. Jimmy under. Yeah, I mean, I'd probably go under on. I'd go over on Jimmy. Let me see what his point total is. We can look at some prop bets here. Let's see. I got some comments. Bills Mafia rolling in here too. Garcia 5Ks, Astros money line parlay at plus 110. Anderson 4Ks, Dodger money line at plus 110. There you go. That makes Dodgers money line value like that. Colton Kaler, must-win game for the Blues tonight. Colton, I took the Cardinals, though. You said they're not going to score any runs. Blues, I don't think Blues win tonight, but it is a must-win, yeah. I hope the Cardinals win more than the Blues because I don't have the Cardinals. I don't have the Blues tonight. Let's see. Avs and Blues game going over with Hustle and net. It's a shame Binghamton got hurt. It is, and I think that's going to be hard for them to recover. What's the 3-team parlay? Give me Celtics money line. Celtics money line. Take the Dodgers on the money line, and then take the. Let's see. I mean, it depends what juice you're looking for. I'd pair that with like Cardinals. That's going to be plus 255. So yeah. I mean, it depends what you're looking for. I'd go Dodgers, Celtics, Cardinals. That'll be a decent payout for you at 255. But yeah, player prop wise, we'll go points here. That's what people care about most of the time. I like Tatum over 27.5. I like Brown to go over 24.5. Again, my narrative says they need to win. Rockies first 5. Potentially, they don't hit well on the road, though. I think that's one I stay away from. Marcus Smart, I'd probably go under on Marcus Smart. I don't know what you're going to get from him tonight. I don't know how the ankle's going to be. So with that uncertainty, it's either don't bet it or go under, in my opinion. Horford, 11.5. Horford's tough because, one night he'll have 30 and the next night he won't do a damn thing. But he's always going to contribute in the rebound game. So that's where for Horford, I'd probably go over. I'd probably put him in a parlay with his rebounds and like tease it down. It's at 9.5 right now. 100% is good value with Tatum. Every time he has a bad game, he always drops 30 next game. 100%, like, except the end of that Bucks series, he was just doing rebounds and assists. He wasn't really scoring because I had a parlay. It was a stupid parlay. It was like $100 to win 1,000. It was like a 16-legger, right? It was all like, hey, Jason Tatum over 2 assists, that sort of stuff, just for fun, right? And the only reason it didn't hit was because Al Horford had 2 points and I needed him to have 10. Solid player prop would be Espinal Jays to hit. He's on a quiet 17-game hitting streak. I like that. There you go, Espinal. Love that. That could be a good parlay piece too. Do you think it's better to place bets early or wait closer to game to see the line movement? It all depends, really. I mean, like, if you would have got Heat Celtics at 7 and now it's 6.5, yeah, you made the wrong pick, but sometimes it works in your favor. I usually wait. Like, I'll lock some stuff in the morning. I'll lock some stuff in the day before. Like baseball, I usually lock in immediately because that usually only gets worse value. But basketball, I try to wait just to see the line movement because, again, if the line opens at 6.5 and it jumps to 7 and I waited, like I traded my information for a worse line, that's fine because I'd rather have more information. But sometimes, like if I see a line like the day before, like a lot of those pick'em games that we saw in the last series that come out the day before, like I'll go hammer that right away. Like, for example, if you like the Warriors tomorrow, I would probably I'll give you baseball picks here in a minute. If you like the Warriors, I would hammer the Warriors at minus 104 right now because in my mind, I can only see that getting worse. I see that getting up to minus 110, closer to that number. So you're giving up a few bucks there. Best baseball picks. I have Mets money line, D-backs money line, Cardinals money line. That's my 3 bets today. So yeah. Any other questions, guys? Throw them in the chat. If not, we will sign off here. Pencil the Cardinals for a shutout. It always happens after scoring a ton of runs the day before. All right. I'm not going to trust it, Colton. I probably know it might happen. You're a big Cardinals fan, but we will see. I'm hoping that the Blue Jays don't hit the ball. They've only scored 11 runs in their past 5 games, so that's like 2.2 runs per game. So hopefully the Cardinals can get 3 and we win the game. And plus with Mikolas on the mound, he's pretty damn good too. But you're a Cardinals fan, so that kind of does concern me there. Astros or Cardinals, who do you like better? Let me see. I like the Cardinals today. I do. Astros. Let's see the Astros. Well, I mean, for the value, I like the Cardinals better. But Astros are minus 205 on the money line. If you're putting a parlay piece, I'd probably go Astros because the Blue Jays can pop off at any time. You taking the Blues over Colorado? I'm not taking any totals in hockey, but again, I would go over on it. Yes, but I'm not personally betting that total. So any other questions, guys, throw them in the chat here. 1 hour and 15 minutes. We're feeling good, guys. The flu games are over. The flu pods are over. You know what? We're back. We can go an hour and 15 minutes like nothing. Thanks, bro. Love you. I love you too, boys. I love all you guys. The flu games are over. We're going an hour and 15 minutes like nothing by myself today. Thanks to everyone who contributed in the comments section. That was big. That helped us out a lot. Good show. When do the Nerfies come out? I haven't posted Nerfies, but I'll give you my opinions on them. I'm not posting Nerfies. Good stuff as always. Appreciate it, Mitch. Whew. All right, Nerfies. I think a decent Nerfie bet still could be. Might want to go Orioles, Yankees. Garrett Cole shuts down the Orioles. Yankees has cool bats yesterday. That could be a decent one. I'll give you a pick recap in a minute. I think Phillies, Braves could also be a good one. Davidson scares me a little bit, but Zach Wheeler can hopefully shove the Braves, and the Phillies haven't been hitting. That's what I'm going with there. Cardinals, Blue Jays could be a decent one. Should I wait on the bet on the Celtics until they release the stats of Marcus Smart? Yeah, because I really don't think the line's going to shift that much. I really don't. Yankees, Dodgers, Astros in a parlay. It's not rocket science, Henry. Come on now. It's not rocket science. I like that. I'm hammering Orioles, Yankees. How about the Mariners one? Mariners? When do the Mariners play today? Mariners, Marco Gonzalez against the A's. Yeah, I mean, the A's suck. Mariners put up a fight against the Boston Red Sox. Overall, though, the Red Sox are just a better team, so I'm not surprised they lost. But the Mariners did play well in Boston, hitting-wise. Can you do a Mexican League baseball parlay for us? Yeah, I got to look. I got to give you guys some stuff. Hey, if the total's at 15, just hammer the over. Whoever that guy was. Was it you, Henry, who bet it? I don't know. Someone did. I forget what the handle is. But anyways, guys, we'll sign off here. Please subscribe if you are on YouTube. Please, check out all the links in the bio on TikTok. Same thing with YouTube. We have a Discord, number one place to talk to me every day. We have a merch link, and then we have all our TikTok links and all that. So please go do that. We're in the process, I think, of planning a new show out. So we're going to do like a closing line or something. Like we're going to do something before the games too, just to talk about who's in, who's out. Shorter show, but just talk late game bets, prop bets, and all that. So we're in the process of planning that out. So that should be coming soon. Just give you guys more content here at 3-Team Parlay Sports, and then obviously Bet the Day here on the podcast page. I appreciate you all. I would not get to do this every day if it wasn't for you. If nobody was watching, I would not get to do this. So I appreciate that. We will see you soon. We'll see you tomorrow for another video. All my picks video posts here in a minute. And let's go Celtics, baby. Our day. If you're at TD Garden night, come say hi. I'll be doing interviews down there tonight. So peace out, guys. Appreciate it. And we'll talk to you soon for another video.